Hi, what's up? Yeah, what's up? How are you doing today? Today is the 3rd of August. This is 6:45, and you might as well know that this is the third day of the nationwide protest. Well, I would say today I let myself get distracted, honestly, because like I said, I'm still in my resting period. My rest ends tomorrow, and I promised myself to create content today. And that did not really work out as planned. So I just felt like I just went on YouTube and I was watching some random videos, just basically whiling away time. So I think tomorrow is the last day of my rest. Monday is where I get to like recover and everything. I mean, it's a whole lot of things that are happening right now. Although I have a meeting tomorrow, but that aside. So today, I went for a walk in the morning. Just go back to my work. Decided to like chill out because if you're getting this video, you might be wondering how can I preach about discipline at the same time chill about chilling out? Is because I would say I have worked too long and too hard for a period where I literally have chest pains. Some days I literally feel like I could drop any moment and just pass out. And these few days I have taken off. I really wish I could afford a travel right now. I really wished, but I think this time for relaxation is super important. Super important. Ah, please, I'm sorry. Hold on. So please hold on. I I had I had a brainstorm session today, which I wrote about 30 business ideas. I just got something. Facebook ad library. Yep. So today I think most of my yeah, I was resting, but when I say rest doesn't mean that I don't entirely get to do any form of work. But today's work was pretty simple and straightforward. What happened was I got there. So after my jog, I had like a brainstorm session. And the reason I had the brainstorm session is because I realized that there's a potential opportunity for me to sell some services to a couple of rich people. I mean, they were so rich they went and got European solutions, but they're stuck in a phase where they don't have any ideas to implement. So let's put it this way: there's been a new market. There's a market for mobile, mobile virtual network operators. Permit me for this. And then on the other hand, we're all used to mobile network operators, but the virtual guys basically are guys. I'll say is like this. Imagine a situation where this Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci is being made by one particular manufacturer, but because of their brand and the power of the brand, they get to profit a lot. So what that means is that the guys who are producing the materials, they get the least of the profits, although they rely on volumes from all of the major brand guys, while the brand guys rely on the brand for the main margin. So the virtual network operators are to ride on top of the current MNOs, and these guys don't know what to do, but yet they went and purchased expensive licenses. And it further dawned on me that before they purchased those licenses, they got advice from consulting firms that were very smart. They paid them about 50 million naira. While they paid somebody else, they paid a couple of other people though. They paid them about 6 million naira. But the issue was, if they had met the guy of 6 million naira, trust me, they would not have spent so much money on that. And it's because they mostly do not understand, should I say, the current business climate. So let's say this way: in every business, there's a form of value chain, And then the higher you go up the value chain, the riskier. At the same time, the more margins you're able to take for yourself. It's like a principle. So let's say this way. I mean, this may not work in the online business space, but in but say this space, somebody mines steel, or maybe he molds steel, he mines whatever, he refines steel. Then he sells them to somebody who needs steel, like a car manufacturer. The car manufacturer makes his steel, gets components here and there, manufactures the cars. Now, the guy who provides the steel relies on volumes from other car manufacturers and other equipment manufacturers. But the guy who makes the cars will make his profits quite alright. But he's going to give it to the dealer, who is going to make a large margin. So the car dealers will have a large margin, but most likely will not be selling in large quantities as much as the car manufacturers and all of that. So there are different value chains, and these guys don't see that. They have the potential to play at a higher value chain, but because of the frame of mind they got into this business, some of them got it for the sake of ego, some of them got it because the license was in vogue, and there's the way Nigeria works where when you get rich, it'd be nice to get connected. So if you take a business idea to say maybe a banker, the banker sees your business idea, and sometimes they try to steal it and take it elsewhere. But this is just one way ideas could fly around, which is mostly theft. But some of these guys just bought into the license, not fully understanding the value they can deliver. And the irony is that the value they can deliver could have been delivered on a cheaper license, but they relied on the information of somebody else who I would say they did not, who was not even in the industry once, so, and did not understand the technology. So I went into a brainstorming session because I assumed that these guys now have put themselves into this situation. They might as well make some profits. So I wrote about 20 business ideas. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I can approach them, sell them a couple of solutions, hopefully, or I can either own the technology while they own the marketing and while I own the technology stack. So that is, and I lay the foundation for the technology, which is still possible, and that's like some good revenue. So this could be a collaboration where my company powers, because to be very honest, I also did my research into what other similar companies are doing. And someone said, if you're to start an MVNO, never make the mistake of purchasing the highest end equipment, like the ones from the highest end equipment, and the ones that are very, very static, not very flexible. Trust me, and then it made perfect sense because a lot of our mobile network operators use these guys. These equipment are very expensive, but yet it's very difficult, if not next to impossible, to use them for certain applications because they are too specialized, which is a problem of having over specialization. It's very good, but you should apply in context. These guys these guys can't be using the exact same systems the MNOs use, which is the guys below them. So I feel like they may have spent some money already, sunk cost fallacy, but if I'm being able to be put in a room with these guys, I can guarantee that if I offer the collaboration where they offer the marketing, they can pay me well, and then I get to power the core infrastructure. That is, yes. So I could give them ideas, and they could go ahead and take my solution. And trust me, I feel like if I get any of them, that'd be a very, very good thing to do. That'd be good money, very, very good money. So well, that's it. Something that I think I'm going to explore. So I was jotting out idea. When I was done, I looked at my startup and realized that My startup can literally do 80% of everything on this list. Like I said, it's a startup. We have to use user feedback and should I say moving across our journey, our roadmap. However, I am open to collaboration because I am not being veered off my startup goals. And then at the end of the day, the real truth is, regardless of whether they use me or not, we are still going to be competitors. One, two, we're using completely different market approach. I am using the approach of having of the CBO's approach, which is we have a vision, we have where we are going to, and then we're looking for people who will be on that vision. Hopefully, they pay us to be on that vision, and we work together. They pay us, and in turn, we also create a vision that they also get to benefit from for themselves. So that's the approach we're taking. Because when people are doing things, they do it for themselves, not for the company. So it's not about delivering value, it's about building a vision about or a roadmap we are leading people towards. And then somewhere along the lines, they are on that mission for themselves, not really for us, which a lot of people will miss the point. So that idea, which like I said, will be super, super interesting. But they are but the normal business senses provide as much value, give as much price cuts, deliver different things. And well, I don't think I'm taking that approach. In terms of my business marketing, I am considering building a community and letting the community do some form of evangelism based on the mission and vision we have painted. And it's simple. The idea is small businesses should have access to the tools that big businesses use in winning. So we don't care about the status quo. We will lift ourselves to be high up there. We are going to level the playing field. So it's that's what I do. And in an age of AI and media, we really really believe that we can take the businesses that work with us to heights that the big businesses can't actually. So that's something that keeps me inspired about this journey. So yeah, like I said, it's fully experimental, and then it's making sense to me bit by bit, and I'm just trying to follow Steve Jobs' words because he got them from elsewhere, and day by day, when I think about them, everything just begins to add up together. Apple and Nike's marketing is not about what these gurus tell you, or rather, you would need to read the books that Phil Knight read or read his biography. At the same time, you also need to read Steve Jobs' biography to understand what they truly meant in those areas. I don't know. I think I'm being attacked by some ants. Recently, I think I may have to like fumigate the apartment because there are some ants everywhere, man, and it's really, really disturbing me. So that aside, after that, I just went to that's when my relaxation started. I relaxed, I ate eggs because these days I'm trying to eat once. If I'm going to eat more than once, it's going to be something light like eggs. Although I ate something light again, like 30 minutes before this video. I'm going to eat the many parts 30 minutes after the video. So I can have time. Then I went to the gym by 3:30 thereabouts. I went with my partner. We went there, empty gym, and I really loved that feeling of an empty gym where I'm just focused on the weights, like the weight in abundance. I'm not struggling with anyone. So at the gym today, there was a very, very attractive lady at the gym, light skinned, nice body. But okay, so I just like normal thing. I'm here to work out, so please do your workout. And maybe if we click as a vibe, I approach, we're good to go. And then I mind my business. I kind of observe that. She's done with her workout. She comes to work out where she seems to be obvious, but like I said, it could just be coincidence. Okay. She goes out, she does her workouts where she's obvious. Then all of a sudden, she begins to check herself out in the mirror. Well, she's entitled to. I'm just giving what I saw. I'm trying not to read meaning to it. Now she's done. She goes back to a different area where I'm now in a different area also. But I said she was there before me. Just doing, like I said, just doing her thing. And she begins to check out herself more aggressively because this time around, she's in my direct line of sight. Okay, I know. After all, I'm most likely not going to approach, and I'm with somebody who I'm like putting through workouts, and we really went hard on this set. Like that was my partner's second time of being on that workout where we are doing heavy weights mixed with lightweight, drop sets, super sets. I don't know. I just went hard on arms today, and he felt it big time. So there are about two cable machines. She goes to the one on the left. I'm meeting the one on the right. But apparently somebody's there before her. That is, there's only one person there with the weight. Now she uses it at first, and the guy comes over and like says, "Please, would you mind? I'm already here." And then she sees me at the right side, and then tries to tries to use it. But I'm like, I'm using it, and then she's like, "Oh, no problem." She would wait. But mind you, we are two on the right side of the machine, and then there's only one person on the left side. She might as well wait for the one person, but no, she just wait for the right. But ironically, I was on my last set. I was already done. I was waiting for my partner to like be done with zone. So when we were done, we just went upstairs because now I must say something that I'm trying to be polite here. Is that she had some kind of like smell. It may be the hair, maybe when water gets into their hair and then they have this irritating smell that comes out. It could be the smell, but I just completely just ignored. Very attractive, but hey, I'm not bothered. Just do your thing. Went upstairs, went for some very nice abs workouts. I kind of like felt like I should just record a video. Like I said, I want the idea of content creation to be a thing where ideas just flow through me. And if I want ideas to flow through me, I have to act on those ideas as soon as possible. So that's so I happen to be I have like a content creation bag, which is apparently the same thing with my gym bag. So I plugged in my mic, set up the camera and tripod because I use a tripod to work out at the gym. That is where I hang for my abs workouts. I play them and I record myself for that workout. So I spoke about my my lessons from going to the gym for 5 years, raw talk. Yeah, I was going here and there, but I felt like ideas were just flowing through me. I was saying them as it came to my head. I was in that nice flow state. I felt like going on for long, but 12 minutes was pretty okay for a video. And I don't entirely think it's a video that people would want to have, will be able to keep their attention on because I was all over the place. But regardless, I still gave it up. If somebody listens to it, he will see sense, deep sense in it in my video. So yeah, when I was done with it, I asked myself, what's the concept of creating these raw, unedited, or minimally edited videos? And I got to realize that my best artist at some different points has been Lil Wayne and Juice WRLD. And these two guys never wrote lyrics, but still, what they produce are amazing. Most especially Juice WRLD. I listen to Juice WRLD almost every day. That I'm listening to music. Some days I intentionally choose not to listen to music. This morning on my walk, I was listening to The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Stewart. When I was done, I just switched up to Juice WRLD. That guy is a legend. Creative to the core. Yet he doesn't write his songs. Everything comes from the heart, everything flows. And that's what I'm trying to get into. And I feel like creating content, this turning this like my journal or diary has made everything super interesting, super smart. So today I looked at my Twitter followers. They've dropped YouTube subscribers have dropped, but I'm not bothered. I feel like if I put out good content, really, really good content, people would come. If I put out quantity of quality content that I feel come from the ethos, come from no BS, me not wanting to make things more complex than they are, definitely the subscribers and followers will take care of themselves over time. So I'm not really bothered. So yep, I'm back. This is me. Mind you, I'm making this video early because my backup power is still available, it's still on. I figured that I might as well just place this video in so I can have my meals, go for a walk, probably come back, stream some videos because I won't be able to see. I could use my Surface Pro, just like stream some videos, have some fun, take some notes. I think I have prepared for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is how men or how people can gain ultimate freedom in their life. You see, the thing about thinking is that when you really think about things, the people who are really smart, I've noticed sometimes some of them don't really speak because if you deep think about certain things, you will get to realize that things are and things are not at the same time. For example, it's okay to aim for freedom, but ultimate freedom is actually dangerous because it's the idea of you are free, nothing is stopping you. And when you're free and you feel nothing can stop you, nothing is stopping you, you get to make a lot of mistakes. For example, you're on a bike, power bike, you are free, no speed limits, no cars in front of you. You might be tempted to want to pin down your bike to go as far and as fast as possible. You may want to master the speed. But what happens? Imagine you're moving at maybe 200 kilometers per hour. Your tire bursts. Your bike hits a pothole. You don't see a pothole quick because you're moving so fast. You have adrenaline running through you. Or something out of the blues. Along the line, somebody is about to cross. He sees you coming. He takes a pause. Anything in that speed is not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny. It's not. Two, when I feel so, yeah, there is. We all want freedom. At the same time, when we get freedom, it is best for us to place our limitations. So what that means is we're moving away from society's limitations into our own limitations. And that is life. We really, really cannot dodge it. We really, really cannot dodge it, and we should not dodge it. So that's why sometimes when I create content, I try my possible best to put some caution at the end because anybody who cannot tell you this caution doesn't know what he's saying. Probably has something to sell to you. So look at content very well. Watch them closely. You get to see that sometimes the smartest people contradict themselves. That is why in some debates, it's not about who is right, who is wrong. It is who presented the case properly. That is the real secret of a lawyer. But that told me a story of a lawyer that's very popular right here in Nigeria. The reason he's popular is because of a case that took him to record-breaking heights. This is the story. A man was caught stealing red-handed, caught stealing, and he was taken to the police, charged to court. This guy took up the case, and he won the case with somebody who was caught red-handed stealing someone's stealing someone's property. And which made me realize that the law is not exactly black and white. It's not exactly black or white. It is actually black and white. So with the very good lawyers, you can find those gray areas and use them to your advantage. And one of my faking sessions, I said, democracy is the government of the rich people. No, it's a government for the smart people. But if you're not smart, at least try to be rich so you can hire somebody who is smart. I don't know, that was like a random thought in my head, just came about. So please don't take it and run away with it. Please process it accordingly. And I think that's where I've been having issues struggling creating content, because sometimes I may try to script out my content, but because of I know and I've practiced a lot of things, some things some things kind of will not make sense. Another example, in today's video at the gym, I told people that I said there are 1,000 benefits for going to the gym. That does not make people go to the gym. What drives people the most to the gym is sometimes guilt, revenge, negative emotions. That is the real driving force. It's a pulling motivation, but at some point you have to let it go. And I have a video coming up that I'm still trying to script on why trauma is good, where our childhood trauma should make us better. Well, you see people who are rich, who are successful in their endeavors, who did this from a place of trying to prove to people, trying to be empowered. That is the definition through rage. That is super motivating. And that's the motivating foundation for a lot of people that we look up to today from all walks of life. But at some point, you have to give up those trauma, those negative emotions, or else they will consume you. There's a story I read on the news. There was a lawyer who grew up in secondary school never having a girlfriend because all of the girls rejected him. So what happens? He gets to university, he focuses, he studies hard, he gets out of university and he works in some big law firms. He's working hard. He has had a couple of breakthroughs now. He's a big boy. He's rich. So he begins to follow the ladies that rejected him in high school, take them out, give them a very nice time. Mr. Man, give them a very nice time, be very romantic, very sweet with them. But he often will have sex with them. I think genuinely, they will genuinely like this guy because he's well packaged. He's nice, he's smooth. He's way different from what he was in high school. And then after the sex, he leaves them alone because he has created this bond of, oh, this guy is probably ready to settle down, so they might settle down with him, but he dumps them to the next person. So something happens. He takes a girl to a hotel, one of these girls, and then the air freshener in the room was too strong for this lady, and then she passes out. She's gone. Now, story breaks out, and now the women who he did this thing to were coming out in bits to talk about it. Now his entire law career is gone just because he felt like carrying out revenge. That rage of revenge was enough to get him to where he was. What should have been okay to tell him to stop, but he chose not to stop. And that's why I said that negative emotions will get you somewhere, but at some point, you should learn when to stop it. You should learn when to stop it. I'm seeing this a lot with people who have a very long bucket list, which is fueled by rage, but don't know when to stop. So I think I should leave it here because I really don't know how long I'll be talking for. I quickly need to eat, go on a walk, or maybe just watch a couple of videos, go on a walk, and then upload these videos this night. Yeah, that's super important. I have to upload these videos this night. So Thank you very much for tuning in. Talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hmm.